Hello everyone. Welcome back to this another exciting session again today. So we are going to show you how to be able to launch your Microsoft Windows machine from AWS Cloud. Yeah, for the most part, many at times you see they will launch, but maybe Linux machines from AWS Cloud. But we want to show you how you can launch your Microsoft Windows, which is exactly what most organizations are using to be able to launch their applications using the remote desktop connection to their um, maybe their Windows machines that are being launched from AWS Cloud. So let's go right into the video, guys. So we are going to log into our AWS account. Okay, I'm going to refresh this and it will prompt us to log into our account. So I'm using my root account, my AWS root account. We're gonna enter our password. So we have our password. We're logging into our AWS Cloud account. And what you need to do is to choose your region. I'm going to launch this server in Oregon. That's US West 2. So here we are in Oregon right now, and we can go ahead and launch this server. You can choose to launch it from right here. From right here, the instance. I just clicked on launch instance, and it will require you to put your instance name. So this video is going to be a demo Windows server. I'll call that demo Windows server. That's the name. And going down, you see these are the different type of servers. You can launch your Amazon Linux to uh, operating system or Mac OS or Ubuntu, Windows right here, Red Hat and all of that. So, but today we are launching but a Windows server. I'm going to select Windows, and once I select Windows, you can see the AMI, the Amazon Linux, the Amazon machine ID right here. The AMI is Windows right here. You can see from here description. This is a Microsoft Windows Server 2022 version, full local English AMI provided by Amazon. So let's go ahead. So with that, the AMI is good, and you can go ahead. And this is just a demo, so I'm going to use T2 micro is fine, but you can choose maybe to change the machine size. Okay, the machine type anytime you want the machine type. So that is T2 micro, and right here you are required to key in, put in a key pair. So for the key pair, if you do not want to have one, click right here to create a key pair. So once you click right here, it's going to just prompt you to enter a key pair name, and right from there you are good. But we already have a key pair in this case. We have an existing key pair. I'm just going to go ahead and select the key pair. So I'll select the key pair, Windows key, right from here. That is an existing key pair. And right here, we are supposed to select our security group. If you want to create a brand new security group, it's totally fine. But we have an existing security group right from here. And I'm going to pick up the security group. I could pick up this one, this launch wizard 1. Launch wizard 1. I could also pick up the default security group, but usually it's not good to pick up the default security group. I prefer to pick up launch wizard 1, and I will show you exactly why I chose launch wizard 1. And right out from by default, the machine configuration storage by default is 30 gigabyte, and that is it. So you can change it, you can choose to uh, reduce the size. And obviously it's just one machine that want to launch one instance, and then we can go ahead and launch the instance. So the instance has been successfully launched. I'm going to access the instance right from here. Usually I will want to really refresh this as many times as I can, just to make sure that the status check is verified right from here before I try to connect to my server. If you want to connect to your server right now, it can sometimes it's not, the machine is not completely up, and you may not have a great connection. So we will refresh that again. So it shows that the machine is pending. The instance, I mean, for the state of the instance is pending right here. I'm going to refresh that again. So the machine is running, but right here, the status check shows that the machine is still initializing right from here. But it's fine. I mean, right from here, the machine is still initializing. So I'm going to refresh that again. I just want to make sure, usually, I mean, this is just to make sure that you have your server fully up before you maybe try to connect to the machine. So this is a Windows server that we just launched. So usually with a Linux machine, you can just go ahead and maybe SSH onto this server and start maybe doing your work. But since this is a Windows server, what are you supposed to do? So the first thing you're going to click on connect right from here. When I clicked on connect, so you can see right from here it takes us to session manager right here, and it says can't connect to this instance. To connect to this instance using session manager, so you need a system manager required and IAM instance profile. So you want to connect to a session manager, you actually need a system manager, which is an IAM instance profile. An IAM instance profile. You need to create an IAM instance profile and associate it with that instance if we can create that instance. But we are going to use the RDP. Now, this is an RDP connection, and what does it say? It says you may not be able to connect to this instance right here. You may not be able to connect to this instance as port 3289 is not open. Okay, 3389, sorry, is not open. So that's one. That is the reason why I choose uh, the wizard launch wizard 1, because the other security groups already have this port open on the security groups, but with this one, the launch wizard 1, I don't have this port open. So you cannot connect to that machine unless you open this port. So we are going to go to our security group settings and open that port. So we just click on that and go to right here, click on security, and this is security, and we are going to click on, you can click on this, we can go ahead and click on this link right here, and that is the security right here. And we are editing the inbound role, so you just click on edit inbound role, and you see right now we have just port 22 for SSH and 443 for HTTPS that is currently open. So we need to add a row right here. I'll click that and it's a custom uh, TCP. And right here, we are going to put port 3389. That's it. And we are going to select the traffic to be from anyway. We are going to accept traffic. That's for the inbound rows. So traffic coming from any connection. And we are going to describe that as Windows server. Okay, this is to help us connect to our Windows server, and we are going to click on save. So once I save this, you see it's successfully saved right from here. And right now, if we go back to the instance, and right here, instance is up and running, and the good news is that the self check is currently passed right now. From here, self check is 2 on 2, which is good. And so if I click on connect to the instance, right from here, we can go ahead and click on open. We can open that, click on connect. And this is connect from right here. So we click on RDP client at this time. Once I click on RDP client, you can see that um, we still have this display, so you may not be able to connect on this, but it's totally fine. I'm going to refresh this, even if it doesn't go away. Okay, good. So it's gone, right? It's gone. So initially it will say you cannot connect on it because port 89. I don't know why I keep saying 82. 39 is not open. So we can connect on this server right now on our Windows system. So to be able to connect to this instance, you need two things. You need this public DNS. Okay, the public DNS. You need to copy this public DNS, and I'll just go ahead and click on this. So you need a sorry guys, we need a public DNS. You need the username, which is administrator, and you need a password. These are the three things that you need for the system. I'm going to cancel that again and come back to the instance. Sorry guys, I'm going to click on connect, come right here. So these are the three things that you need for the system. These three things: password, public DNS, and username. So let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to copy the public DNS first. This is right here. And you come on your server, click on the start button right from below here, and you type remote desktop. Okay, remote desktop connection, because this is a typical desktop that you want to launch and you want to connect to that desktop remotely. So we click on the remote desktop connection, and it's asking right from here. I'm going to cancel this. So right from here, the first thing from here, okay, this is right here. So this is where I will paste the public DNS that I did copy. I just pasted that and I'll click on connect. So it will take me right here. If you do go ahead and maybe proceed from here, it will not work. So click on more devices. Once you click on more devices, come down and click on um, different account. Click on different account, because you already have yourself signed up onto their local machine. So click on different account. I'm going to click on more devices again, click on different account, and I'll click on OK. And once that happens, you will enter the administrator's name. Okay, just click on this right here. I copy the administrator, click here, paste administrator right here, and the next thing is password. Click on get password. Click on get password right from here, and I click on get password. When this happens, I'm going to click on upload. So you you're going to be able to upload the key, this key, because there's a key. Look, check right here. There's a key name right here. There's a key name right here. So it says use your private key to retrieve an encrypted and initial Windows administrator password for this instance. Okay, then this is your instance ID right here, and this is the key pair name. And how do you do that? So go ahead, click on upload, and once you click on upload, it will take you to your download, and you pick up the key, because this is a key that you create, key pair. I have it in my download right here. I click on open, the key appears right here. And so this is the key. This key is encrypted. Okay, the key is encrypted, and so we are going to decrypt this key, decrypt the password. Okay, this is an encrypted key for the password. The password is encrypted in this key format, so we are going to decrypt the password, and this is the password right here. So once you click on decrypt, then the password is right here. Don't worry about this, because right after this is just a demo instance, and so for security reasons, normally the password is supposed to be encrypted. It's not supposed to be exposed and all of that. So right after this, I'm going to delete the instance. And so right here, you can pick up, copy the password, and you can go back to the machine. You have administrator right there, and I'm going to paste the password right there, and I'll click on connect. And once you have this, this is the machine name right from there. That's the machine name, and I'll click on yes. And when that happens, this is a server, this is a machine, the your Windows machine that is being booted, your remote Windows machine that is being booted right now. It's taking a moment, but in just a second, we're going to have. So this is your remote Windows server that you have just launched from AWS Cloud. So with this server, which is the remote server, remote Windows server on AWS Cloud that you can launch, and you can do any other thing on this server, same like you are doing on your Windows 10 and all of that. So I'll close this up. So it's just, that was just a notification to say the network is, there is an internet connection on the network system, and so you can host your applications. Okay, you can host your internal applications of your, okay, on this type of servers. This is what organizations uses to host their internal applications if they want to use a Windows server. So when that happens, so you can access, you can even access a browser from here, and on this browser you can do any other thing on it, same like you can do on your local machine. You can go online, you can download um, some applications on this server, same like you can do on Windows 10 or Windows 11. So this is a browser. I'm trying to open the browser, and so you can do anything. You can download a few things. You can do anything on that machine. So it's loading up. It's slow a little bit, but it's loading up. So it says synchronize uh, your data. So if you want to sync to some of your data, because you may have some of your, you may have your account somewhere, okay, maybe your Microsoft account with some information on it that you may want to sync on this server, which is totally fine. You can sync. If you click on sync, it's going to require you to log onto your uh, Microsoft account. Okay, so that you can synchronize your data on this particular remote machine. But right now, we are not going to sync our data on this machine, and we can go without without your data. Okay. So it says, do you want to sign into Google to continue? It depends on you. You may choose to want to sign in with your Google account onto this remote server. But if not, you can continue without this data. Click on continue without this data. And the next thing is being over your data from browsers, and regularly you can manage your preferences anytime. Okay, so this is just a notification from Windows that is advising that hey, you can manage your data at any time. So Bing is going to be your browser, but whatever, but you can just confirm this and continue, it doesn't hurt. And that's it. The next one is make Microsoft your it says make your Microsoft experience more useful right from here, which is totally fine. Confirm and continue, and that's it. So with this browser, you can download some applications on your system, right? You can download some application on your system, and we finish. So this is the browser you have on that remote server right from here now, and you can do a few things just loading. You can see I can even ping Google right from here. Yep, and that's it. So this is the AWS um, Microsoft Windows server that you've launched, and it's a remote desktop that you can use, same like your Windows machine. So I just minimize that. This is a machine right from here, and this is my personal machine, and this is a remote desktop right from here. I can minimize that, and this is my personal machine. So that was it for the video, guys. Let us know if you have any issues launching your Microsoft server from AWS Cloud. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you in our next video.